I think inspiration for art came at a very young age. I was thinking the other day, and I think it actually ties back to album artwork, you know, music that I was really into, and then what the covers of those albums look like. Like, well, what are they doing on these album covers? What are they doing spray painting on the walls? And then I was emulating that and trying to do it instead of my homework. So. My name is Sean Parson. I live in Allez, Montana, in the Jocko Valley, in the Flathead Indian Reservation in Montana. And my medium is mixed media with tile scraps and natural stone and material that I find off of various job sites as a tile installer. And I'm looking to expand that into sculpture and other art adventures. In the morning, like, get up and get rolling and just get after it. I think maybe that's the most fluid time to be going for it.
Are you a morning person?
Not so much. I think more by just necessity, but I do it. Like this morning, I got up and there's beautiful sunrise over the clouds and the rattlesnakes, and I mean, yeah, I love it. I grew up a block from here, and that's a big part of my inspiration for art, you know, the surrounding mountains, the rivers, everything that Western Montana has to offer in the great outdoors. Culturally, growing up in a Native American community, small rural school, all of that has played into kind of shaping my character and my outlook on art, and a lot of inspiration. I've always been drawn to art and music. I'm also a musician. It's just such a great way to kind of escape the moment, or just, you know, tap into a different part of your mind and your imagination. I don't think I ever consciously have made the decision to be an artist or call myself an artist or work on art. It's always just kind of been something fun and cool, and that's how it happens. And then it's just kind of broadened, and once I started doing tile work as a job, I realized there is an artistic side to it, and I kind of steered my company towards that and my vision towards that. And then I just slowly developed into like, no, I'm gonna do art with this medium. You know, I'm giving them something that they can use that's totally functional, but then I'm getting back that, you know, positivity because it's quality and it's beauty and its function. It's been a really good career, and it's been awesome growing my business and my company, but I'd much rather be in the shop making cool artwork and using my imagination than setting squares and rectangles on the floor. I think my favorite part is when that inspiration is just hitting, and it's like, you know, I'm working on the saw and I'm cutting something, and then all of a sudden I see it, and it's like there it is. That's what I'm going for. You know, that's what's been in my mind. That's what I've been visualizing, and now it's taken physical form. That's an awesome part of it, and that's, I think, the most rewarding for me. That's just a great feeling, you know, and I've had that also with music, and also even on the job site, you know, like when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and it's clicking, it's just a great feeling. You know, channeling my own inspiration and just trying to dig deeper to what's supposed to be coming out of what I'm working with, I guess. I think sometimes if you're not paying attention, it's gone, and you know, you go too far, or I go too far with a cut, and then it's lost, and I'm like, well, that doesn't really work, you know, back to the drawing board, and it was there, but you weren't tuning into it maybe. Success is just, you know, peers, you know, looking at what I've created and you know, kind of reaffirming of where I'm headed and what I'm trying to emulate, and then that, you know, that kind of reciprocal feeling comes back, you know, where even though I'm detached from a certain piece now, someone else is feeling that spark and that imagination. I guess one thing that probably is transcendent with my artwork and my music is just, respect nature and our world and, maybe other people. Maybe that doesn't come across in my artwork, but that's certainly what I hope, is that we can all be kind to each other and respect our earth and our home. I think that's a big part of what my pieces are about. The real underlying message is that when we go out in nature, when we go down to the river, when we go for a hike up the woods, when we made it to a peak and we're looking out, is that, we're entering into that space, and it's not just us taking all that in. We're a part of that, and everything around us is taking us in. We become a part of that. It's become part of us. And I think that's kind of what I was trying to portray. The lyrics of my song, the one lyric is, "Eye of the aspen tree looking, raven watching me as I go about my earthly things." And it's, it's like you're hiking through the woods, and, maybe you could just be on a hike and you're not really thinking about it. You're thinking about what's going on at work or relationships or what you got to do next Tuesday, and you're kind of missing the point. Whereas if you're engaged with your surroundings and the elements, then it can bring more for you, and it's just more of an experience to have, I think.
Describe your work with one word.
Wow. Relief. I was attracted to the Allez program, one, because it's outdoor, which to me is just kind of iconic Missoula, just like, let's put art wherever we can and embrace it. And also, just trying to get my foot in the door as a new artist. I thought that would be a great adventure, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it inspires some people. I'm also just really drawn to like graffiti art and, spontaneous, Andy Goldsworthy, just, and it's a different step from traditional art where, we're just hanging on the wall in someone's house, or we're in a gallery, we're in a museum. And it just reminds us that art is everywhere if we're receptive to it. Everybody's different. Not everybody necessarily feels comfortable going into a gallery on First Friday, and not everybody is exposed to art, maybe art to them is what their kid did in kindergarten, and maybe they don't think about it. And just having that setup there is just another way to open up the doors, And, street artists might not think of art as in a gallery. They think of it as a tag on a brick wall in an alley. And now, well, here's art in an alley. And so I think it maybe bridges a gap for people that would maybe not otherwise be drawn to art. My advice for artists that are just starting out would be just follow what your intuition is telling you. Just really dig in to what you're trying to do. There's enough love that, whatever you're going for, you can make it work. You have to kind of start somewhere, and what a great way to start, learning from somebody that's done it, so.
Great. Speak like a teacher.
Both my parents were teachers.
Oh,
yeah.
Farther when they go. always be your father, father down that road, down that road, down that road, down that road.